Whack. All 170 out, she didn't just go. Kurt Franklin ain't got nothing on us. William McDowell, none of them. My goodness, boy. That's a good thing when you can finish singing and just go, I had church, you can just go home. It's all good. I feel great about that. But my goodness, you guys sound great this morning. And I'm coming to the conclusion. Every time I put Marcus and Miguel up here, I got to take it up a little bit. These two young brothers, boy. We got preachers raised. We got some preachers raised up here in the Chicago church. We got some evangelists. That's why we're going to point another one at the GLC, Pat and Sparkle Boy. The Lord just continues to bless His church. And I'm so fired up about it. I'm humbled by it too, man. You ever get so, God bless you so much that you just get nervous? You're like, okay, what He setting me up for? I don't know. Something going on. Let me keep doing what I'm doing though, because it's good right now. But it is good to be here this morning. I am fired up. I'm going to get to the lesson today and hit it pretty hard in a good way, because we're talking about this harvest. I told y'all some along we're going to talk about the harvest. If you are without Christ this morning and you're visiting us, then my goal is for you to have Him, for you to make a decision even today, to study the Bible, to go through it, to get baptized, to be a disciple, and to serve the rest of your life serving God. So I'm telling you, I'm honest. You don't know what else I want from you today. A decision like that. If you were working, to be restored. I appreciate Marcus being honest. Man, how many of them walked away from God and had to come back? Come on, I'm telling the truth on myself. There you go, you know what I'm talking about. But if some of you that are working your way back are here this morning, then I want you to know it's my goal for you to make a decision today. If you've been here, you may not have been as fired up. I want you to know that my goal today, my objective today is to make you part of God's plan in winning the world in this generation. I'm after something today, so let's just get out the way. I want everybody in God's kingdom, building God's kingdom that's in this room at this very moment. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, come see me afterwards. I usually make a little more sense one-on-one, but I'm going to do my best today. Last week we talked about the Lord of the harvest. We wanted to understand the heart of Jesus. So we talked about the gospel that Jesus preached. He let us know the condition of the world, but then He encouraged us that He's the answer. God loved the world, so He gave Jesus. We talked about the misery. We talked about what He saw. He did not have blinders on. He had His eyes wide open. It was very clear. He saw that people were harassed and helpless. And not only harassed and helpless, but they didn't even have anybody to help them. So He had this prayer that the Lord would send more workers into the harvest field. Did you hear that prayer? Answer that call from last week to this. He's looking for workers who are disciples. We know that He was looking for a particular kind of ministry. It wasn't just anybody to spread false doctrine, to live a double life, but He was looking out for sold-out people that would represent Him and give value to the sacrifice that He made of His life. And so we know that the Lord of the harvest, Jesus, is good. But now today I want to talk about the love of the harvest. The love of the harvest. The love. The word love comes with a definition. We read it. Most of us know it by heart. It's kindness, patience. We know those kind of things. It's not easy to keep the record wrong. It's not proud, it's not rude, not boastful. Right? Love endures, it never gives up, perseveres, hopes, it always trusts. And at the end of it says that love never what? Fails. We know that, right? So we're talking now about this kind of love for the harvest. Who is the harvest? Those that need to be brought to the kingdom of God. Those that Jesus was talking about when He said He looked at them and saw that they were harassed and helpless and had compassion on them. He's talking about the kind of love that it takes to win someone to the Lord. Let me tell you something. Don't you like when somebody treats you nice? Somebody don't hold your sin against you. They're not all judgmental of you and condemning you and patient with you and keep no record of wrong on you, and they know how to forgive. Some other family strangers. I mean, do this with some other people. But you know what I'm talking about, right? When you receive this kind of love, what do you feel? Warm, fuzzy, don't you? You feel pretty good about things like that. You feel a worth. You feel a value. You feel something. When we practice the right kind of love, I ain't talking about lustful love. Look at somebody going, ooh, I want to get with them. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about biblical love. When we feel that from some individual, we feel special. We feel valued. Our esteem goes up. We know we are truly, truly loved in every sense of the word. So we're going to be talking about primarily that type of love of the harvest today. You ever loved anything? Like a great passion? For me, I love basketball. That might be surprising to you, but basketball, you gotta understand it. See, most people don't understand the obsession that ball players can. You know, there's a feeling when you're on that court and you dominate. There's a feeling when you take off way outside the lane and you notice yourself gliding. And you see somebody kind of under you and you know what you're about to do to them. And the next day you get to see the picture in the newspaper. That's a whole other world, boy. And you're willing to be able to do that, you're willing to work as hard as you can, run longer than anyone, practice harder, do more, so that you can have that feeling. You love the game of basketball. Let me tell you something. Although basketball players love the money, they play for free. I'm 54 years old and I go out and I play for free now, and it's stupid of me to do. Because I hurt after I'm done. I don't play as well, but I love to play. You know, when I get myself in I got to think, if I'm down in the mode, and everybody's got their place there, where you got your little prayer tree, your little prayer mountain, you got your little space, right? Everybody got their little space, right in your bed, you scared to death, I don't know. But you got your space where you go to pray. You know what I like to do? Give me my ball, and give me an empty court with nobody to bother me, and let me shoot and talk to my Lord. And I'll be just talking and talking and praying, talking and praying and talking. So I'm praying, why am I missing all these shots? But I'm talking and I'm praying, Lord, help me out. And next thing 2 hours going by, and I just sit my heart in that cell. I love to play. I love it with a passion. I love it. There was nothing I wouldn't have done to become a professional ball player. Not a thing. You know, that's the kind of compassion or passion that God said. He said, for God so loved the world. He's talking about feeding people. He was willing to be patient and kind and generous and all that, and merciful. But he so loved. There was such a desire in him to have a relationship with you and I, that he gave his only begotten Son, that we would not perish. All we have to do is believe, and we have eternal life, and we can dwell with him forever. See, God loved the harvest. God loved the lost. You got to remember, the word world does not just mean you got to say. It actually means those that are not. Because once you're saved, it says the Bible says you're not of the world. He's talking about those out there that don't have a relationship with him, that don't know him. That's who he was talking about. And today, we're going to have a lesson on loving the harvest. Turn your Bibles with me to John chapter 4. As we read a little bit of a lengthy story, but then we're going to focus in on verses 34 through 38 where we'll find our lesson. But I want you to have the backdrop as we go. Now Jesus learned that the Pharisees had heard that he was gaining and baptizing more disciples than John. See, right away we find that the disciples, what they did was imitate Jesus. Right here we find something very interesting. That the world takes notice when we represent Jesus. Since although in fact it was not Jesus who baptized, but his disciples. So he left Judea and went back once more to Galilee. And now he had to go through Samaria, so he came across a town in Samaria called Sychar, near the plot of the ground Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired as he was from the journey, sat down by the well. It was about noon, high noon, it's hot. I remember being at Jacob's well many years ago at noon, where I sat and read this passage and drank a cup of water from Jacob's well and just cried like a baby. It's so incredible. See, you get to be part of the Middle East where everything happens. So I'm opening your arms. I'm proud to be part of the Middle East because we can experience a lot of these things as we go on and build this word. When a Samaritan woman came to draw water, Jesus said to her, "Will you give me a drink?" His disciples had gone into the town to buy food, so he's by himself, he's thirsty, and he asked for a drink. The Samaritan woman said to him, "You are a Jew and I am a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink?" For Jews do not associate with Samaritans. They really look down upon the Samaritans were kind of like a Jew. Jesus answered her, "If you knew the gift of God and who it was that asked you for a drink, you would have asked him. And he would have given you living water." The woman, "Sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where can you get this living water you're speaking about? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as did also his sons and his livestock?" Jesus answered, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again. But whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." The woman said to him, "Sir, give me some of that water." Give me that water. That sounds good to her, right? Give me that water so that I won't get thirsty and have to keep coming here to draw water. And then he does. This is like in this passage, every time I study, I go, this is an interesting turn, the next verses. We're talking about water, living water, how to get it, you need it, and now she wants it. And his very next words to this woman, "Go call your husband and come back." She said, "I have no husband." Jesus said to her, you are right when you say you have no husband. The fact is, you have had 5 husbands, and the man you now have is not your husband. What you just said is quite true. In other words, I know all about you. You're finally telling the truth. The woman in her prideful response goes, "Sir, I can see that you are a prophet. Our ancestors worshiped on this mountain, but you Jews claim that the place where we must worship is in Jerusalem." And then Jesus, boy, you can imagine how much he had to restrain himself. He couldn't sin against him, right? And so he got a little angry sometimes, but couldn't sin. So he just goes, "Woman, who here? Believe me, the time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You Samaritans worship what you do not know. We worship what we do know. For salvation is from the truth. Yet the time is coming and has now come when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For they are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks. God is spirit, and his worshipers must worship in the spirit and in truth." The woman said, "I know that the Messiah called Christ is coming. When he comes, he will explain everything to us. And then Jesus declared, I am the one speaking to you. I am he. How often we miss Jesus when he is right in front of us, speaking to us, trying to guide and fill our thirst, to quench it. Well, by this time, the disciples were coming back, and they were surprised to find him talking with a woman. And no one asked, what do you want? Or why are you talking with her? Then leaving her water jar, the woman went back to the town and said to the people, come, see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could this be the Messiah? They came out of the town and made their way toward him. This is very interesting as well, because we live lives a lot of times not accepting that Jesus knows everything about you. He knows all 5 of your husbands. We can live a life sometime where we think we're masking who we are, what we are, that the one that it really counts to know doesn't see. Meanwhile, his disciples urged him, Rabbi, eat something. But he said to them, I have food to eat that you know nothing about. Then his disciples said to each other, could someone have bought food? My food, said Jesus, is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work. Don't you have a saying, it's still 4 months until harvest? I tell you, open your eyes and look at the fields. They are ripe for harvest, even now. The one who reaps draws a wage in the harvest of a crop for eternal life, so that the sower and the reaper may be glad together. Thus the saying, one sows and another reaps, is true. I sent you to reap what you have not worked for. Others have done the hard work, and you have reaped the benefits of their labor. I remind you once more of Matthew 9, where Jesus says that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. In other words, there has been seed sown into the hearts of men and women already, and there's a harvest. A harvest normally takes about 4 months from planting to being harvested. And in this passage, he says, look, I need workers. There is a harvest there, but I don't have enough workers for this harvest. I have a question for you this morning, and it may be very revealing for you personally. From last week, when we read that passage, have you become a harvester? Did anything change? Did you share your faith? Did you sit down and study the Bible with anyone? Did you reach out to a harassed or helpless person? What did we do? You know, there are men who have filled up arenas all around this world. And these have been sincere men. Perhaps the doctrine was off. But you can be sincerely wrong, but yet be sincere. You know, there's people like, believe it or not, one of my favorite guys, who I think is very sincere in what he does, is Billy Graham. And he would film, I've been to a couple of those things, and Billy Graham never lived in a mansion, never drove a fancy car, owned a couple suits, and yet had an impact all over the world. Unfortunately, it was with a pray Jesus in your heart doctrine when the Bible doesn't teach that. And so at crusades, thousands would come down and perhaps say a prayer. But again, that's not in Scripture either. But yet the sincerity cannot be denied. The evangelistic harvest, the true evangelistic harvest, has always been urgent, not subtle. The destiny of men and women and of nations is always being decided. Every generation is strategic. Now, we are not responsible for the past generation. And we're not all the way responsible for what the future generation holds, although we do have some parts to play in it. But what we do have a responsibility to do is in the generation that we live in right now. We are fully responsible for it. God will hold us responsible for what we do with the opportunities for the harvest that we have right now. We are standing on the threshold of what could be the greatest gathering summer in the entire Chicago church history. There are more people living in this city than ever before. When I was here the first time and I got baptized, there were about 5-6 million. Now there are over 10 million people. This whole planet around the kingdom has more people on it than at any other time in the world. The opportunity to be on missions, to evangelize, to win souls, to grow the kingdom is unlimited. Here in America, we live with crime rising, drugs rising, abortions rising. Now it's legal to kill yourself, homosexuality, the breakup of the families. All have combined to make this the most depressed, discouraged, disillusioned culture in our human society. The question is not, is there an opportunity? The question is will we, the disciples of Jesus, seize that opportunity? Someone said long ago, there are two things that never return. One is a word that you speak, and then you said something, you cannot get that back. Number two, if you shoot an arrow or shoot that bullet, you can't get those back. Number three, a life that has just passed away. You cannot get that back. The other is an opportunity that you neglect. The Lord Jesus sees every opportunity. Every opportunity to be a part of the harvest. When he met this woman at the well, he went there, and she comes. He was tired, remember? He's obviously thirsty. But when she comes, he sees an opportunity for the harvest. And I believe that story is there to teach us something. That is not just about our personal needs, even if they're physical and crying out, but there's a harvest of lost souls that we need to cry out to God to save. Now, I believe we got to get silence. We got to fall in love with the harvest. And I believe there's only two ways that we're going to do that. One, you've got to see the possibility of the harvest. We're seeing it. We've got to see. We need to evaluate our lives in light of Scripture. And no matter what the difficulty may feel to us, we know we have it better than being in that world. How many of you want to go back to what you were? We got to see the possibility. And number two, we got to seize the opportunity. We talked about it last week. It is time for our church to make an impact in the city, not just to say, oh, that's a good church to go to. Oh, they sing well, they're loving, and have family, and have barbecues. There's showers, they have things, people seem to do well. No, we got to seize the opportunity to change the very moral fabric of this city. It's available to us right now. Now, I want you to know something. There are three things I'm going to hit real quick. of excitement, what we need at this hour in loving the harvest. We need the food that will activate our love. We need the fields that will motivate us. And we need the fruit that will continue to stimulate us. Let's talk about the food. Let's talk about this. In this passage, we find that it is a very hot summer's day, around 12 noon, as I said, and the sun is high and it's hot. They have been traveling north to Jerusalem. They passed through Samaria. Samaria is not really a safe place either. And they reach a place close to Jacob's well. Now the disciples left Jesus at the well, and they go into the village in order to buy some food. And it is here that Jesus encounters the Samaritan adulterous woman. He spoke to her about her sin. He spoke, and that's what I love about Jesus. Jesus is not here, I don't come here to condemn it, but to say it. He spoke to her about her sin. In fact, you got 5 husbands. You're a mess. Even the dudes you with ain't your husband. You straight up a mess. But here it is. I got something for you. It's called living water. I got some grace for you. I got some living water for you that will satisfy your thirst. And in a few short moments, she was coming. She got to go tell everybody. She listened. Now, here's what the disciples encountered when they returned back with the food. I love this. They saw a totally different Jesus. They left him tired, but they found him invigorated. They left him hungry, but when they came back, his hunger was satisfied. They left him hot and thirsty, but when they came back, they found him refreshed and thirsty no more. Well, what had happened? Check what he says. In verse 32, he says, I have food to eat of which you do not know. At first, the disciples, as usual, did not understand. They always seem kind of dumb, didn't they? You know, even when he's real clear sometimes. We do that too with sin. Don't do that with people. Did he really mean that? Don't sleep with him? Don't steal that? Did he really mean that? We fall prey to that Adam and Eve thing all over. Did he really say you would be all that, if you ain't got that? He said, I have food to eat of which you do not know. And then to explain what he meant, verse 34, he says, check this food out. Remember, talking about food right now. Woo! It's hard for me to talk about food. Y'all know Lord knows, man. I broke sort of down last night and had me some turkey tips, Just some turkey tips, just some turkey. I said, put the sauce on the side. But I had a little craving going on, and I said, ooh. And Grubhub is dangerous, because, when you started coming to do that thing right there, ribs and ooh. Gee, what you want? See y'all help me sleep on some sushi. Oh, God. Man. All right, I'll give you sushi. I got to find something to eat. And then the Lord reminded me about the turkey tips. Thank you, Jesus. You were not giving more than I was there. And I went over to get some turkey with the sauce on the side. Got me some turkey tips and a leaf, boy. It went to work. Didn't even get fussed at by Jesus. Woo! I did good. I'm still going down. I'm still happy. I still got 30 to go. Pray for me. But look what Jesus says in verse 34. He says, my food is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work. Man, when I'm really hungry, I want to go to Golden Corral. They got like 150 dishes. I walk over there. I do. I go, oh my God, I'm like a junkie. Oh my God. But I start off eating. You don't go for the main. Some of y'all do, but you don't go for the main course right away, do you? See, y'all wasting it. There's like a 7-course meal up in there. So this is what Jesus does, right? So check this out. Jesus' appetizer was the Word of God. You remember when Jesus finished fasting for 40 days in the wilderness? He had no food or drink of any kind. Now he could have turned those rocks into some heavenly baked bread. He could have had those things smeared with some holy butter. A spiritual serpent just flowed on the bad boy, right? But he said this: man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. His food was the Word of God. He says the main course is the will of God. Verse 34, he said, my food is to do the will of him who sent me. And we know from the cradle to the grave, that's what he did. He had a burning passion to do his Father's will. He would often say, I can only do what my Father in heaven has told me to do. I can only say what he has told me to say. At the beginning of his ministry, he made it very, very, very clear what he came to do. John 5:30, he said, I do not seek my own will, but the will of the Father who sent me. He said in John 6:38, for I have come down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. Let me tell you why there's a frustration amongst Christians today. They're trying to have their will and his will too. If I keep hearing this word balance, they're going to run me up. You got to have a balance with your church life. You got to have a balance with your relationship with God and everything else you're doing. It's got to get balanced. Well, let me tell you something. If it's a balance, that means what you have in Jesus is equal to what you have in the world. The day you find balance, it's either Jesus is going in your life or the world is. And instead of Jesus being like he is, it is fluctuating. Now we're finding the world is like this, and we're trying to let Jesus catch on up to us. And we wonder why there's no happiness or fulfillment or the power that you need. Because you got balance. You rational. You ain't no fool for Christ. Let me tell you something. As Jesus came into the Garden of Gethsemane, and he prayed that prayer, and he saw the shadow of the cross before him, he knew the weight of the world's sin was about to be placed upon his shoulders. He had the mocking of Satan in his ear, and he had the demons of hell nipping at his feet. And yet still what he said is, Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me, but not as I do, as you will. See, Jesus' main course was to do the will of God. You know, a healthy body hungers for food. I'm hungry for food. I eat healthy now. And I'm always hungry. I'm metabolism is caught up. And I'm hungry now. I'm trying to get, but all I had this morning was a green shake that G bring me every morning. Every morning I wake up, I see from that shake. They got all kind of green stuff in it. I'm like, oh Lord. But I drink it every morning. And then I'm hungry. But I'm hungry for food. And I'm healthy. But as a physical body hungers for food and healthy food, the marks of a spiritual soul is healthy when it hungers to do the will of God. Are you healthy? That's the mark of a healthy soul. We hunger to do the will of God. Do you desire to do God's will as much as you desire to eat? There's no place to be happy outside of God's will. A fish out of water will not be happy because it was made to swim. A bird in a cage will not be happy because it was made to fly. A man in rebellion will not be happy because he was made to do the will of God. But you know what his dessert was? It was the word. He said, my food is to do the will who sent me and to finish his work. As Jesus lived, he fulfilled the will of God, and before he died, he finished the work. Look what he says in John 17, verse 4. I have glorified you on earth. I have finished the work which you have given me to do. We will find that when we feed on the word of God, as we do, we will find the will of God. And then we will finish the work of God. And then we will receive the crown of God. Lastly, or next, the field that should motivate us. The field that should motivate us. Look what he says in verse 35. I'm trying to speed up. Y'all don't mind me going a little bit deeper. So y'all gaining for this? Y'all gaining? We're getting a harvest here. All right, thank you, because I was going to go anyway. He says this in verse 35. Do you not say there are still 4 more months and then comes the harvest? Behold, I say to you, lift up your eyes and look at the fields, for they are already ripe for harvest. And it's now. There's a story of a farmer who had an old-fashioned cuckoo clock that would go off on the hour. One time it went off crazy like a cuckoo does, and it just went 17 straight. And the farmer just grabs his wife and says, look, we must be so late, we gotta go gather. The cuckoo has gone nuts. Do we understand that the clock is cuckooing? See, the problem is not the ripeness of the fruit. It is the blindness of the farmer. That is why Jesus said, lift up your eyes and look at the field. I'm inspired by two people right now. And that is RD and April Baker. You know, April almost died. She had a heart attack. She was dead. And they resuscitated her. But from the time she has been down, they've been down 3-4 months, whatever it's been, she has been trying to get back to the body. You know, we just came to spend a few weeks there. She and RD have been trying to get back to that field. They've put their lives into that field, that harvest field. And they've done a beautiful job. That church has gone in just months from 6 people to 30. It's over 60 on Sunday mornings and is growing like a wildfire. Well, your prayers and God's desire for the harvest to continue must work. Because her heart has gone from 20% back to 40%, and I have them scheduled to go back to the body on July 15th of next month to continue in her harvest field. You say it's only 40%. April says, I'd rather die on the mission field than in the harvest. We're sitting around doing nothing. And so yesterday as I talked to them, they both shed tears as they're able to go back into that field and be a part of God's harvest. Because they know it's not 4 more months. The harvest is now. The body needs the gospel of Jesus now. God has also done something, 2 other things here. We will officially this year start the Ann Arbor Remnant Church leading into Detroit. We will start that this year. We will officially begin the Milwaukee church. We will officially begin our church in Bahrain. See, the harvest is ripe. The doors are open. The fields are ready. We need laborers, workers to go into the harvest field.
Amen.
Do you see it, though? Do you see it? In my old days when I was motivational speaking and they were paying me a lot of money to cast vision, I would sometimes take a white poster board, big as one of these here. It would be just white. And I would take a marker and I would just draw a circle there. And then I would have all these managers, these leaders, these people that are supposed to inspire and stimulate come on up. And I would say, what do you see? And they would say to me, I see a dot. I see a circle. And I had about 30 of them come and do this. And all 30 said, I see a dot or a circle. I said, what's wrong with you? Do you not see all the white around the circle? You're missing the harvest. Don't you see all of that? Our eyes are so small. And that's why Jesus says, look up. Look up. Look up. To the school, to you teachers. Do you see students or do you see a ripe field? Those of you in business. In your building, do you see employees? Or do you see ripe fields? Those in medicine and doctors and different things that you're there, do you see patients? Or do you see ripe fields? Those that work with kids and athletics and coach, does all you see is athletes and young students, or do you see ripe fields? Students, all you see is classmates on your campus, or do you see ripe fields? And the fields were right then, they are right now. There are more people living today than at any other time. There are over 7 billion people living now. 4.5 billion of them have not heard the gospel. 25% of them have never even had the chance to respond to the gospel. Right now, 2 out of 3 people will die, never heard the gospel. As we walk along the earth, we trample on microorganism worlds that you don't even realize. Whether it's in the grass or whether it's out. And we kill all day. We don't do it on purpose. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We don't see. And we do it. But I wonder how many souls that we do see. That we're just walking by and trampling on their opportunity to hear the gospel of Jesus. We have all kind of, sometimes excuses we want to make. There's a guy that said, I couldn't work Sunday to his boss because I go to church. And the boss said, you're going to lose your job. You got to work Sunday. That's our biggest day. You make the most money. And he said, I don't care. And so the boss said, well, how much money are you making down at that church? It must be pretty good. He said, the pay in my church is horrible. But the retirement plan is off the chart. And finally, why should we be a part of this harvest? Why? Because it's the fruit that should stimulate us. In verse 36 he says, and he who reaps receives wages and gathers fruit for eternal life, that both he and who sows and he who reaps may rejoice. The word fruit, you already know what that means. In the Old Testament, it's called sheaves. You just gather up sheaves of it, just bundles and tons. Now, we're not to go out and be sharing our faith and doing all that so that we can get a reward. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. We do it because we love the Lord. But let me ask you some questions. Do you believe what Jesus said here about being a part of the harvest? Do you believe that when you sow, when you reap, that you gather fruit for eternal life? Do you really believe that? I wonder sometimes if someone were to offer us $1,000 for every soul that we actually bought and put into the waters of baptism, what kind of effort would we make? You get $1,000 every time. $1,000 every time Jesus is Lord and you go like that. what would our effort be? We need to open our mouths, people. So you may not get the reward of the reap, somebody else may get it. But we have to have sowing and reaping as part of our daily lives. Jesus says in verses 37 and 38, whether you sow or whether you reap, you get a reward. For in this the saying is true, one sows and another reaps. I sent you to reap that for which you have not labored. Others have labored, and you have entered into their labor. That's what Matthew 9 is all about. There's a harvest there that you did not even create, and I'm sending you there to go and get it. You may not always see a harvest, but you got to keep sowing seed. I remember one Easter Sunday, I gave a sermon so many years ago, and I didn't feel it was one of my best sermons. But there was a woman that I talked to after that service, and we had a conversation. And in that conversation, it was about her. You got to give your life to Christ. Who brought you out? I want them to study with you. You need to get right with God. She said, I would do it. I never saw that woman. She said I would do it, but I have to think about it, and and did that thing. And I felt bad. I said, it's really good. I inspired this woman. 10 years later, I saw this woman at a conference, and she came up to me. She said, I did not have to think long after that day when you talked to me. Your sharing of your own faith and testimony made sure that I made a decision to follow Jesus. I was baptized a week later, and I've been a faithful disciple all these 10 years. I just cried like a baby. What did it teach me? No faith sharing, none at all is ever wasted. And there's no such thing as a worthless worker. That we all reap or we all sow, and we do it all together. I'll close with this last little story. And I hope it inspires you to see the harvest and to go for it. There's a salesman who was sent to a part of Africa to sell shoes. He got there, and after a few days being in Africa, he noticed they didn't wear any. They didn't wear any shoes. So he calls back to his company. He says, you got to get me out of here. I can't make any money. They don't wear shoes here. So he sent him back. Sometime later, another guy came, applied for a sales job. I said, okay, we can hire you, but we only got one sales area to send you to. It's a spot in Africa. He says, okay, I'll take it. He was a man of faith. He goes to Africa. A few days later, he makes that same call, but with a different twist. He says, these people don't wear shoes. You got to send me all the shoes you have in the factory, because they don't wear them. We can sell everything here. This is ready for business. This is ready. We can start new companies. They need shoes. What do you see? What do you see when you look out there? There are shoeless people, soulless, lost, thirsty at wells, waiting for you to bring them some living water, waiting for you to bring them the gospel of Jesus, waiting for you to be a laborer in the harvest field of Christ. There's only one question. Where are you going to answer that call?